Hogsmeade, here I come.
Scrope knows about the old book you found for Professor Fig. Scrope can help you. And you can help Scrope. Get to the courtyard past the pendulum. If you don't know it, you'll see it easy enough. And don't tell anyone what you're up to. Especially Professor Black.
I've not...
Off on another adventure, are we?
Lumos. Accurate. Revelio. Brilliant. Revelio.
What's you up to now?
Revelio.
I've never encountered an aura quite like yours. You are truly exceptional.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Hello again, Mr. Moon.
Oh, I was hoping to see you again, my young friend. Gladwin Moon, Hogwarts caretaker, at your service. First, please allow me to apologize if I seemed a bit, unsteady when we last met. I'm afraid I had a rather disconcerting encounter. Although I hear your visit to Hogsmeade was even more eventful than mine.
I suppose you could call it eventful. I certainly wasn't expecting a troll attack.
Oh, of course not. And from what I understand, the village was lucky you were there. In fact, my recent visit to Hogsmeade is the reason I was hoping to bump into you. I could use your help with something. Do you see that curious statue over there? Watch what happens when that light changes from day to night. Now, if you wouldn't mind humouring me for a moment, see if you can remove the moon from the statue. Ooh, odd little contraptions, aren't they? It seems the statue vanishes once the moon is removed, which, incidentally, can only be done at night. Why don't you hold on to that one for now, and I'll explain.
Revelio.
Ever since that fateful day in the village, those curious statues have begun appearing about the castle. A fair number have been strewn around Hogsmeade. Someone, it seems, is trying to torment me. You see, that day in Hogsmeade, I turned a corner and came face to face with a boggart, or shapeshifter, if you will, which takes the form of whatever scares you most. This one took the form of a demiguise.
A demiguise?
Yes! Terrifying creature that can see the future. Wholly unnerving. I encountered one when I was a lad in...
Revelio.
Terrible experience. Those statues are demiguises. The moons, I assume, are an uninspired play on my name. Some jackanapes used a boggart to learn my greatest fear and use it against me. I have my suspicion as to the scoundrel or scoundrel. It is my oath that they will themselves as the statues disappear. That is why I need your help in removing the statues.
Why me?
A couple of reasons, frankly. First, your daring do against those trolls in Hogsmeade has gained you a reputation for fearlessness. Second, as macabre and hideous as a demiguise is, most would find my fear of them unwarranted. You, however, have seen how they affect me. I'm at my wit's end, young friend. I simply can't bring myself to go near them. In fact, I know of two statues right here in the faculty tower. Perhaps you could start simply by removing them, so I can go about my evening duties.
I'd be glad to help you, Mr. Moon.
Oh, I knew I could count on you. First, you know how to cast a disillusionment charm, correct? You'll want to do that before wandering the tower at night. Next, you'll notice that the door is locked. However will you get in? Alahomora, that's how.
But what about curfew?
Curfew? Oh, tosh. I sense you're a bit like me when I was your age. Oh, the school was my oyster. And I took advantage of it. Oh, everyone loved me for it. Oh, those were the days. Now, you'll find one statue in the prefect's bathroom and the other in the hospital wing. Good luck. Oh, and thank you.
Alohomora.
done. You're in.
Revelio.
Use a disillusionment charm so no one claps eyes on you. This is a restricted area.
Aloha Mora.
Revelio. 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 Alohomora. Revelio.
How are your students getting along this year?
Revelio.
Rather poorly, I'd say.
Is that so?
We're raising a generation of...
This must be the prefect's bathroom. Alohomora.
Revelio.
They're preparing for a rebellion. Rude. Always mucking about, stirring up trouble. Perhaps Ranrock and his lot wouldn't be so combative if the Ministry would allow them to have wands. I'll hand him his hat.
Or helm, I suppose. Anyway, I'm not afraid of a goblin rebellion. My march...
Alohomora.
Revelio. Leviosa. Revelio.
I wouldn't. You are reprimanded at once.
Revelio. Revelio. Revelio.
At the moment, no. Plenty of other perils and pitfalls to send them my way, though. Well, I suppose I should begin my rounds now.
I suppose Professor Black knows best, but the students are terribly disappointed about Quidditch being cancelled.
Huh. I had planned to get 2 galleries on Hogwarts. Would not have been that. Not this year, anyway. What was that?
I thought I heard something. Perhaps not. Anyway, I had high hopes for Hufflepuff.
Revelio.
Learn the Quidditch rules. It's an adjustment. Encompasses the whole of the human race.
Revelio.
The golden snitch. Rather a lot like life, isn't it?
Oh, I suppose I should pay closer attention in the next match, if there ever is.
I suppose you should.
Off on another adventure, are we?
Revelio. Revelio. Revelio.
Show yourself. Now.
Hello, Mr. Moon. I have the moons you asked me to collect.
Oh, goodness! You're as fearless as I'd hoped. An excellent start. If we can collect more, it may shed some light on who's behind all this. Of course, I first suspected Peeves. He drove the previous caretaker, Rancorous Carp, to an early retirement with his intolerable buffoonery. But that does not explain the boggart in Hogsmeade, does it? No. I am determined, with your help, to discover the identity of my tormentor.
It's definitely intriguing. I'd like to help you solve this mystery.
You, my friend, are a gentle person and a scholar, and I have something to offer in exchange for your assistance. Now, remember, the moons are only retrievable at night. Thus, I encourage you to use a disillusionment when necessary.
How many statues are there to find?
I don't know precisely, but I've spotted dozens. Seems they're everywhere I look. You have your work cut out for you, if you were to ever unravel their meaning.
You mentioned offering something in exchange for my assistance?
I did. Once you've brought me enough moons, I'll show you even more powerful forms of Alohomora. Not every lock is as easy to pick as the faculty towers.
Understood. I shall keep an eye out.
I appreciate that.
Revelio.
Oh, and I knew you were the one to ask for help. Keep at it so we can solve this mystery.
Hello, friend. I wonder if you might stop by the Three Broomsticks when you can. I would like your help with something.
as I mentioned, my sister Anne misses Hogwarts, and she hasn't been herself lately. I'd like to take you up on your promise to visit her with me. I'm heading to Feldcroft soon, so I'll look forward to seeing you there. It's just south of Hogwarts. By the way, hope you're faring well with
Revelio.
It's still one of my favorites.
Now that you've attended Beasts class, I've asked Deke to assist you in using the room to further your studies in that regard. Please meet him there when you can.
I've not heard from my Uncle Rowland in quite some time. I've been beside myself with worry. Could you meet me in the courtyard?
Levioso! Revelio. That's it. Aloha Mora. Revelio. Levioso. Revelio.
It's never been this long. I just know something's happened.
Revelio. Levioso. Adelaide Oaks, isn't it? I received your owl.
Yes, I'm Adelaide Oaks. Oh dear. You see, my Uncle Rowland is a metal trader who's quite well known in the goblin community. He normally sends me owls every week when he's on his business travels. In his last owl, he alluded to dealings with those radical goblins, Ranrock's loyalists. It's been ages since that owl and I'm worried. What with the troll attack on Hogsmeade and the rumours that goblins may have been involved, well, I'm fearing the worst. Should I be worried about my uncle, or am I overthinking this?
I think you're right to be concerned, Adelaide. Your uncle may be in trouble.
You're much more understanding than Professor Weasley. She heard I was going to look for him and forbade me from leaving the grounds. She's convinced he can handle himself, but I can't concentrate on anything until I know he's all right. Could you try to find out for me? From what I hear, you're almost as adventurous as Uncle Rowland.
Has your uncle traded with many goblins?
Yes, for ages. Even speaks gobbledygook. But he only recently mentioned Ranrock's lot. insisting the galleons were worth the risk. He does it for me. Between robes and supplies, attending Hogwarts costs a fair sickle. And besides that, Uncle Rowland has expensive taste. He's sacrificed so much for me over the years. I promised him that as soon as I finish Hogwarts, I shall be the one taking care of him.
I take it you and your uncle are close.
We are. My mother died when I was born, and I lost my father when I was 5. Uncle Rowland's looked after me for as long as I can remember. He knows I get anxious when he travels, and that's why he sends me all the owls, to let me know that he's all right.
I'll try and look into it for you, Adelaide.
Thank you. He's very thorough in his record keeping, notes all his trades in a journal, makes maps. In fact, in his last owl, he drew me a map of his next stop. He'd planned to set up camp north of here. I do hope you're able to find out where he is. Thank you again for any help you can provide. Oh, Uncle Rowland, what have you got yourself into?
This be Mr. Oakes' campsite, Ranrock's Loyalists. Just ahead. Let's go by force and be discreet.
Depulsor!
Kills
Leviosa! Depulsor! Yes!
Why can't I hear you?
Good for Stupid one!
Much
Defender! Incendio!
Go very good. That's your bet. You can't stop us.
Incendio!
I've been fighting since before you were born. Pity. Not quite.
Confringo!
That was meant for me.
Confringo! Defender! Incendio! Confringo! Now to find out what happened here. Mr. Oakes' trade journal. Adelaide said that her uncle kept notes of his trades, maps. Perhaps these landmarks will lead me to him. Depulsor! Mr. Oakes' trade journal. Revelio. This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful. Leviosa! A rock formation. That's the first landmark on this map. Now to find the crooked tree.
What are you up to now?
What do we have here?
How nice. Mystery! Let's get this over. You're making this
Levioso. Accio. Revelio.
I may have more luck higher up in the keep.
Revelio.
Wait a moment.
Revelio. Petrificus totalis.
Little moon calf. You won't stop me. Your spells glance off.
Glad of
Confringo. Revelio.
Someone there?
What am I doing here? This patrol is worthless.
a ladder. That's what I need. Revelio.
One less human to worry about.
Protego. Levioso. Depulso. Confringo. Revelio.
We're close to a breakthrough. I can feel it.
Oh.
I don't like the looks of that encampment.
Revelio.
Accio, this is the spot on the map. I'd best have my wits about me.
Confringo.
That's your best.
Levioso. Depulso.
Get away! Stop it!
Nice try.
I've been fighting.
Stupid fight. Confringo.
Not quite.
Confringo.
Not quite. You can't stop us. Oh, that was meant for me.
Levioso. Stupid fight. Confringo. Incendio. Revelio.
What will we find in here?
Lumos.
It's punishment to us all to have that miserable human around.
Hello, Hamora.
Why, this might be the best Tricus Totalis.
It looks as though Adelaide's instincts were spot on.
Revelio. Lumos.
Revelio.
Why am I always on? A human's word is worthless. This prisoner owes us the metal we were promised.
Such arrogance.
It's the student from the town.
Incendio. Incendio.
You've been paying attention in defense against the dark.
Why spread this out longer than necessary? I didn't quite finish.
You won't get away with that.
Revelio.
How to open it?
Revelio. Confringo. Revelio. Revelio. Revelio.
One way or another, we'll get what we're owed.
Revelio.
Not your best moment, I fear.
I don't... They go. Protego. Lumos. Incendio. I will make you pay. Incendio. Tips. I won't rest until... Stop it! Incendio. No! You will regret coming here.
That's an unfortunate day for you.
Defendo. Incendio. Well, stupid one. Confringo. Stupid one. Incendio.
Cut you from shooting.
Confringo. Confringo. Incendio.
Kill spells glance off of me.
Protego. Defendo.
Pity.
Levioso. Revolso. Confringo. Incendio.
That's your best. I've been fighting. Not.
You've one less follower around Revelio.
This must be Mr. Oakes's wand. Perhaps now he can set himself free.
Revelio.
What's down there?
Feels like I've been at this for hours. Quiet, not quiet enough. Protego, stupid. Incendio. Confringo. You can't stop us. Defender. I will make you pay. Levioso. Why can't I hit you?
That was meant for me.
Stupid. Levioso. Repulsor. Confringo. Protego. Levioso. Repulsor.
Revelio. Revelio. Hello? Mr. Oakes?
Yes, I'm here. They've taken my wand. This cell has an enchanted lock. I have experience with these locks, but I need my wand if I have any chance of opening it. Look for a boiler door. I've heard them speak of it.
Fortunately, I've already found your wand, Mr. Oakes.
Please, pass me my wand. I can't get out of this damn cell without it. It's my last hope. Please. My wand. Oh, thank Merlin. Thank you. You did it! I found my wand and... Wait, you're a student? Oh, we must get you to safety immediately. It's dangerous.
It's all right, Mr. Oakes. I've dealt with these goblins before.
Dear Merlin, you're either very lucky or very talented. How did you find me?
I'm a friend of Adelaide's. She was worried about your business with Ranrock's loyalists.
Oh, she was right to be. I couldn't go through with the agreement, and when I told them, I ended up blindfolded and behind bars. Been locked in that infernal cell for so long, they'd forgot I was even there. I overheard things. If only I could reward you for what you've done. Blasted goblins stole every canut on me. All I can say is thank you, truly.
You mentioned you overheard things.
Sad tale, really. I think I know where Ranrock's unfortunate vendetta against wizardkind began. Although dragon breeding was outlawed by the Warlocks Convention of 1709, Ranrock stumbled upon an illegal dragon camp. He was young, found the creatures fascinating. He'd visit the camp in secret whenever he could, never making his presence known. After weeks of sly surveillance, he finally summoned the courage to speak to the wizard in charge. Ranrock wanted to join them, and the creatures. The wizard happened to drop his wand. Ranrock saw an opportunity. He picked it up, went to hand it back as a means of introducing himself. The sight of a goblin with a wand sent the wizard into an instant rage. He beat Ranrock nearly to death. Ever since, Ranrock has despised wizardkind, sees us all as cruel.
Am I right that you speak gobbledygook?
Unbeknownst to Ranrock's fiends, I do. I've always had an affinity for goblin culture. Knew I wanted to be a metal trader ever since I was a lad. It wasn't easy learning the language. It's complex, and my memory's as weak as my knees these days. But after decades working with fine goblin folk, I grew fairly proficient. At least, I'd like to think so.
I'm grateful I was able to help you, Mr. Oakes. Adelaide thinks the world of you.
Oh, and I her. She's become quite savvy to my trading habits, always analyzing my detailed owls. If only I hadn't resorted to trading with such fiends. A lesson I shan't soon forget. Having my wand back is like being reunited with an old friend. I must return home and inform Adelaide of my safety. Will you be all right?
I'll be fine, Mr. Oakes. You get back to Adelaide. I assure you, her worries outweigh yours.
Oh, I'm anxious to see my dear niece. And then I plan to travel far from here for my next round of trading. Thank you. May life reward you justly for your deeds. Be well, my friend.
Revelio! Mr. Oakes was lucky. Ranrock's lot would never have freed him. Revelio.
Too quiet, you ask me.
Confringo. Revelio.
How beautiful.
Protego. Revelio. Lumos.
What's that intruder? It's the student from the town.
Goodness. Not a party to... Revelio. Depulso. Confringo. Defendo. Incendio. Protego. Confringo. Defendo. Confringo. Incendio. Protego. Confringo. Incendio. Incendio. Confringo. Protego. Defendo. Incendio. Confringo. Stupefy. Accio. Incendio. Defendo. Confringo. Revelio. This castle's hiding. Revelio.